This is the type of house flip I love the most. It's a teeny tiny little house, just 1,000 square feet, 2-bedroom, 1-bath. If I were to do a cosmetic remodel and put it right back on the market, we're gonna be in trouble because the house is just too small. Here is the kicker. There's actually room. So we can actually add another bedroom and bathroom and make it a primary ensuite. Let me show you exactly how we're gonna do it and how much value we'll be adding. I've been flipping houses for 8 years and I've done almost 100 projects. So if you're looking to get into house flipping or do a home renovation, make sure you follow along because we share house flip before and afters on this channel every single week. The front yard looks kind of green, but it's actually a lot of weeds and there's definitely some dry patches that we have to fix. And then we have this big bush that's really growing out of control and it's kind of weird looking. So we probably want to remove it. And then there's this pergola or covered patio that there's kind of a debate whether we should keep it because it does provide some additional seating area, but I think there's just really a huge lack of curb appeal on this house, and this is a big part of it. So we plan to gut it all so that we can review the entire frontage of the home. And on top of that, we're going to have to replace the roof and all the windows. So that's gonna be pretty expensive. But I was pleasantly surprised that this front door is in actually pretty good condition. So we are looking to keep it. Welcome inside. This is a pretty typical Spanish style home. So you see higher ceilings and also coved ceilings that are really cool. And the light fixture keeps flickering. It looks like it's from a haunted mansion. The wood accents really give the house character. So we plan to restore them, like the window trim, the baseboards, the door trim. And this fireplace is all bricks and we have 3 options. We can simply paint it, or we could frame it out, or we could put tiles on it. I haven't really decided what to do exactly yet, but we're definitely going to refinish the parquet floor that has a lot of water damage and also other stains, and then it's going to look really beautiful. Right next to the living room is a dining room. It's nice to have a formal dining room, but for a tiny house like this, it's just too much of a luxury. So after looking at the entire floor plan, we actually decided to convert this into the 3rd bedroom. So there you have it. This is how we're going to make a 3rd bedroom. And to do that, we're going to replace the ceiling fan with a new light fixture, replace the windows, and remove this corner cabinet and also this shrine looking thing here, because it can give the house character, but it just really doesn't go with a new modern bedroom. And after we convert this into a bedroom, we're going to use part of the living room as dining space because we do need a dining space in the house. This kitchen has a yellow theme going on and it's so one of a kind. It has this very common square tiles on the backsplash, and then we have hexagon tiles on the counter, which I've never seen before. You know, hexagon tiles are coming back, so it's quite interesting to see it here. And then we have some black accent and this very intricate trim around the sink and as the border. And then we have this kind of swing saloon doors from like a Western movie. And then these large cube drawers are so deep. And then on the other side, we have these white 3D tiles. 3D tiles are coming back in style also. So you can see that the styles like of home decorations really, it just comes and goes. And then we have a standalone stove and water heater in here that we plan to relocate The water heater will probably be a tankless, and then the stove will be somewhere over there because we want to open up this wall so that we can come into the kitchen from the living room, because we're going to close this doorway over here to make that a new bedroom, and then we're also closing this door over here because that bedroom already has another door, and then this third doorway is also going to be closed off because this is going to be where the new primary bathroom. This is a good sized laundry room, but again, in this small home we don't have the luxury of a big laundry room like this, so we're turning this into the new primary bath attached to this bedroom right here. And to do that, we're going to close this doorway and also relocating the access to the side yard to this side in the kitchen so that people can go out from this door to the side yard and then to the backyard without having to go through a bedroom or anything like that. And then after we close all these doorways, we would be able to put cabinets and countertops all the way around so we have more functional space in the kitchen. This is going to be the new primary bedroom. It's painted this dark gray color, pretty dramatic. Because we already have this door in the hall, we don't really need another entrance from the kitchen. So we're going to close off this door completely. And the new primary bath entrance is going to be right here to where the laundry room is, and it allows us to still keep this closet over here. This bedroom is going to get a simple refresh, a new ceiling light, new paint, and new windows. The room is not big by any means, but it does the job. It allows us to add a new primary bedroom in the home. The second bedroom is very clean, and it's similar the scope of work. We need a new ceiling light, new paint, new windows, and refinish the hardwood floors. But this closet is quite huge for a small room like this, and it's all paneled up. It looks like a sauna, which is so weird. So we are definitely going to have to redo this whole thing and make it a closet-looking closet. This guest bathroom is pretty roomy, and it's all lilac. They even got matching towel, so their love for the color is very apparent. And I love these tiles with the accent and the borders that's similar to the kitchen tiles. And then we also have this curved shower rod and then this little cubby in the wall. And I'm fascinated by these kind of old school bathroom hardware. The unfortunate thing is there's so much room, but they put a tiny pedestal sink in here, so there's no storage or counter space. So we plan to put a much bigger vanity in here so there's more usable storage. And also, of course, we're going to gut everything and use new tiles and new shower, new toilet, so that this bathroom gets a complete refresh. We have a one-car detached garage, and this garage door is probably the worst I've ever seen. And once you open it up, you see that the concrete is completely shot. So this has to be redone, no question asked, and it's gonna cost a lot. A new concrete slab like this is probably gonna be over $10,000. And there's also a lot of water damage in this garage that we have to repair, so it's gonna be quite expensive. Right now we have a door from the laundry to go to the backyard, but we plan to change the laundry into the new primary bathroom, so then we would have to open up a new door in the kitchen approximately over there so that people can get into the side yard and then to the backyard. And then the backyard looks pretty bare, and this deck came out of nowhere. It's not attached to the house, and there's no door coming out from the inside the house to get to the deck, so it's really odd. We plan to remove it, and then it's just dirt underneath, so we would have to do some landscaping. But the concrete on this side looks decent, so we are going to keep it. And then there's actually a ton of space in the backyard, which is super nice, but it's not being utilized. I love that there's a lemon tree and a tiny apple tree, and they're bearing fruits. So we want to keep these trees, but then we have to think of ways to really dress up this big backyard. One thing we notice is the side fence is in really poor condition. A lot of the boards are actually rotten and falling apart, so we need to do a new fence on this side. And then we probably want to remove the bricks on the ground that are very uneven and not really safe. So we need to do some hardscape and softscape so that the backyard will be usable again. This cute little house is going to get a complete refresh and also an upgrade. And here goes the numbers. I purchased it for around 1 million, and we plan to put about 200,000 into the renovation. And we hope to sell the house for around 1.5, and that would give us about 130,000 in profit. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.